Welcome back to the judgiest place on the internet. My name's Job.
My name's Rimk.
And my name's Cramp Chin.
And we are the Judgies.
The Judgies.
It's a little bit of barbershop.
Cramp Chin.
I didn't think I was going to be able to fit imp at the end of my name. So I put it in the middle.
Chris Jimp.
I think we should pivot from podcast hosting to barbershop quartetting.
All
Ready?
right,
1, 2, 3. The Judgies.
Judgies.
Wow.
First take on that? I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah. Very good lie. Of course, we've been practicing our barbershop quartet for the last 3 hours.
We had to cut number 4, though. Don't worry about that.
Welcome to our show. If you've never been here before, what we do is reread stories off of the internet and we laugh at them.
I was waving off camera.
And we judge people. And sometimes Erica does that. And Erica's on one tonight.
I'm fucking
This
on one, boys.
might be the roast of Josh and Christian.
Uh-oh.
Isn't every episode the roast?
How dare you?
Yeah, it's just normally we're doing like a self-roast because we think we're funny and we put that out for the world to see. And this time you're just going to call us out on our bullshit.
I call you out on your bullshit every episode.
Yeah, it doesn't feel good, though.
And
now
this
that
episode's gonna be
you have
different.
the power
Yeah.
in this episode, it feels even worse.
It's like, look, if you came up to me and said you're ugly, just out of the blue, I'd be pretty upset about it. But if I was in the concept of knowing that I was going to be roasted and you said you make babies cry when they look at you, I'd be like, that's pretty funny.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to do that because I don't think either one of you are ugly. Wow. And I would tell you.
I would say Josh is like closer to hideous.
Yeah.
If
like
we're-
appalling,
Absolutely obscene.
ghastly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Ugly doesn't quite do it justice, is what you're saying.
upsets my stomach when I make eye
Just
contact.
total nausea.
Just upsetting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In every way in every
Yeah, it goes further than just looks. It really all
Personality,
like down
smell.
to like, everything.
The
You
way.
know, like when
package.
two really pretty people make an ugly baby?
Yeah.
That's you. Like your parents are really good looking and then, oof, ugly kid over here.
I got an Adonis and a Medusa, and then I'm just getting shit out as a
And then
fucking Cerberus or
And
some
then he
shit.
just gets born as a sheesh.
I'm a sheesh.
All right, ready?
Yep. Because all my Greek references, gone.
I have a new subreddit alert.
Whoop. We're
And I'm-
just digging through them.
I'm honestly surprised you didn't use this in your Not All Men episode.
Oh.
Ugly dudes.
It's kind of picture of Josh right here. No, I'm just kidding. It's
r/dictionary. Definition ugly dudes. Picture of Josh.
boom roasted. All right, it's r/NiceGuys.
Oh, yeah.
Have we done this one before?
No,
I don't think so.
I've tried, but I feel like a lot of the content in Nice Guys is like memes.
It's very teetering on like...
Not All Men.
Well, it's teetering on like really abusive stuff that we can't make a lot of jokes on, or stuff where it's like a meme, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully this works for you guys.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be great. Because I'm down to make jokes.
I mean, I'm on one tonight, so clearly
we're here to just freaking poke fun. So
All right.
if you're ready to read,
I'm ready to read.
And if you're offended, we're sorry.
Sorry, you guys.
Don't cancel.
Please love our podcast. All right, so title is Moved into a House with My Boyfriend about 2 months ago. These messages are from my neighbor's psycho best friend.
Ruh-roh.
Okay, ready? So, number 1. This is the first screenshot. Hey, blank. I got your number from blank and just thought I'd text you and see how you were doing when I went around and saw you crying in your garden. I hope you're okay, Lovey.
Lovey?
Lovey. This man they've never met.
Why does she have a number? But first red flag was like, who gets their neighbors' numbers within the
Yeah.
first 2 months?
Uh-huh.
who talks to neighbors? Ew.
She says, hi, I'm fine, thank you. Although I'm kind of creeped out that neighbor gave you my number when I don't know who you are and you've been watching me in my garden.
That's where I go to cry in peace.
Here's what our nice guy replied with.
Stupid fuck.
Something level-headed and respectful, I imagine.
Yes, obviously. I'm insulted you would see this in a creepy way when I'm simply trying to comfort a damsel in distress.
Ooh, baby.
She's in distress.
That is a very rare.
Hold on. Let's just cool our jets for 1 second. He did call her a damsel. I'm pretty sure that means you're like hot.
All right, moving
She's
on.
in distress though, and it's probably because she's got like a shitty boyfriend.
Oh, we'll get
And
there.
he could be better. He'll be better than.
We'll get there.
All I'm saying is I get where this guy's coming from.
So then he says his name. It's blank. You've probably seen my car out front. By the way, it's the silver BMW
How?
with the flexing emoji
Oh
and a
my
winky
God.
face.
Yeah.
He's not giving up yet. He's persistent. He's nothing if not persistent.
You lent me your lighter last week. I'm basically neighbor's best mate, and I wasn't watching you. I was having a fag, which I guess that they're in
Britain
so whatever.
or Wales.
Sure. And saw you through the gate Saturday on your doorstep looking so sad. I just wanted to come up and hug you and tell you it's okay. Loving emoji. Like the emoji with all the hearts around it.
I will say she opened herself up to this when she let him borrow a lighter.
Yeah,
she should have known.
He really felt the sparks once he started using that bad boy.
Then he
Jordan or
says,
otherwise.
I can't stand to see beautiful women sad, and the way I've seen your boyfriend treat you is just awful. You need someone who will shelter you from the bad and spoil you and look after you.
Yeah, when I see an ugly woman sad, that makes me fine. But when I see a beautiful woman sad, I can't stand that shit.
I can't just stand by.
He says spoil you and look after you and not keep you in the house. So then she replies with, okay, wow, ... Yes, I know who you are, but that does not explain why neighbor would give you my number. I'm not okay with him giving my number out to his friends. Also, why I was crying is none of your business, although it had nothing to do with my boyfriend, who treats me amazing, by the way. He certainly does not keep me in the house. I have bad anxiety and don't like leaving the house very often. So thank you for your concern, but you don't know me or my boyfriend, and I would appreciate it if you would stop messaging me now. What do you think Nice Guy does? Do you think he's like, all right, sorry,
Yeah,
we'll leave it at this. I hope we can
I
remain
think-
friends in the future.
I think he backs off.
You think he backs off?
I think he says, you know what? I realize my error of my ways. I have learned a proper lesson. My mother did not, or my father did not raise somebody to act in this way. I am so terribly sorry. And also, show me your fucking tits, bitch.
Yeah, that's more like it. I'm being
Because I'm being nice now, show me your tits, I think.
I deserve it. The least you could do is show me your tits.
I'm being a gentleman, and you're just being rude with the hot emoji. Like, you know,
Yeah,
he sticks his
she's being
tongue out. He's
spicy.
all
She's
red.
being spicy.
Be playing hard to wet over here.
Ew.
Gross, Joshua.
Ew.
Neighbor gave me your number because he works away a lot, and I look after his cats. So if there's an emergency, wouldn't I need his hot neighbor's number?
Oh.
Winky face, winky face.
I guess you could say I'm pretty good with pussy. Sorry, I didn't mean at. I guess
Pretty
you could say
good
I'm
at
pretty
pussy.
good with pussy.
I guess you could say I'm pretty good at pussy.
Gross. So then he says, my lovely, the girl he's texting, in so much denial. I've been sat in.
Oh, wait. He started the sentence with, like, my lovely Petunia. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck kind of... This guy is straight up wearing a fedora.
For
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I've been sat in a garden and heard it myself, the way he makes fun of you and call you names. And the other week when he was chasing you around the garden, you were asking him to stop and get off.
This dude's a fucking snitch.
I can
Fuck
get
this
you
dude.
away from that with the halo emoji.
Dude, this dude rocks. He's a saint. He's trying to help this lady. This lady has rose tinted glasses on. He
Yeah.
sees through this facade.
Yeah, this lady is Bono, of course.
Ooh. She says, "You've been smoking crack or something?" Firstly, no, it's not okay for you to have my number, and I'll be telling my neighbor that. Secondly, you must have selective hearing because me and my boyfriend banter all the time. We call each other a cheeky cunt or fucker in jest. And as for last week, we were laughing and play fighting. He was tickling me. I'm very happy in my relationship, and the only thing that needs to get away is you. I'm going to stop replying now. Please don't contact me again. All right. So he was still being pleasant about it.
Yeah.
I guess, if you want to put that term into play. So
just
what do you
gotta-
think he does next?
I gotta say, I was thinking like there couldn't be that much more. I accidentally looked over, peeked at your screen. just an entire wall of text still.
Yeah, we've got 3 more pages.
That's what's nice about Nice Guys is it never, right when you think, like, she gives him so many outs of like, hey, this is actually what happened. I don't appreciate what's going on. And then they just double down.
I don't think she shouldn't even have to explain herself. Like,
right.
It's none of your business what I do in my own property with my relationship.
Yeah.
This is about all Nice Guy threads is just a woman being like, I will politely see myself out of this conversation now, and then the guy just being like, no, I don't think so, actually. I'm gonna quadruple text you, calling you a stupid whore.
And the funny part, or like when guys will like defend this, it's like, well, why does the girl keep responding?
Yeah,
it's like, oh, so we're blaming her because she's trying to be nice. I'm like, hey, that's not what happened, fuckface.
Are you ready for this?
I don't think I'm ready for this, Jelly.
All right, so she said, I'm gonna stop, replying now. Please don't contact me again. He says, fucking bitch. I was trying to help you, angry emoji.
Solid opening.
Next time we have this, we should play Nice Guy Bingo.
Free
space.
Such a
free
good
space
idea.
will be fucking bitch because it's always in there.
That's really smart, actually.
I was trying to help you.
Yeah.
Just pick the fucking beefcake abusive piece of shit over someone decent. All you cunts are the same. You want someone who will treat you like shit and cheat and smack you around? I could smack you around. Would you like that? For me to spit on you and kick you in the fucking cunt? Bet you'd like that. Why is it that when I'm the perfect man and kind and caring...
And kind of caring or kind...
and caring.
Okay.
And you fucking cretins can't seem to stop thinking with your beef flaps and pick guys who treat you like shit.
Thinking with your beef flaps is an insane thing to say.
This whole message is insane. I could kick you and... I'm not gonna say that word because I'm a respectable man.
Well.
Oh, it's. She hasn't replied once. This is still going.
Yeah.
He's gonna kick her right in the cooter. That's wild. That's a wild.
No, he's asking if that's what she wants.
Oh.
Yeah.
Some
Do you
girls
want
are
me
into
to?
that.
Yeah.
This is what you get when a man treats you with respect and then you spit on him. So now I'll just treat you like every other man has and look down on you, and you will love it. I might actually let you fuck me if you're lucky, winky face.
He's still not giving up.
This dude's smart. He's like, all right. Being nice isn't gonna work. Let's pivot and neg.
Never completely burn a bridge is what he's following here. It's like,
I mean, I might let you fuck me, stupid fucking bitch.
He's doing
whatever.
the classic move of moving her to the back burner. It's like, we'll leave you maybe as an option. So I'm going to call you horrible, horrible things, but still leave the door of like, but I might let you fuck me.
Hey, you fucking cunt. Come sit on this dick and scream for me.
Is this was there like a gap between these messages? Oh my god.
Who?
If I'd have started this conversation like that, you would have been dripping. You gonna answer? Angry face emoji? You don't leave the house, so I know you're not busy. What if I just come around and show you what you could be having?
Yeah, that's report to the fucking policia and get that dude out of here.
She says, if you come anywhere near my house, I'm gonna call the police. I have screenshots of these messages and sent them to the neighbor and showed them to another name that's not mentioned before. And then he replies with, I hope cancer kills you, you nasty cunt. But not all men, right?
But that would be kind of insane if him saying that led her to go to the doctor and find out she had cancer, and he kind of saved her life in a way.
At most, he deserves a date after that, right?
He does not.
He's like a cancer sniffing dog, but instead of like barking, he has to go through this entire rigmarole before he lets someone know.
No.
Like, yeah, you gotta just fucking try to tear a woman down from her fucking bridges, but he'll let you know if you got cancer or not. And it really fucking sucks when he says you don't have cancer, because then you just got emotionally abused for 20 minutes. And you don't even find out. You're just like, fuck, I guess not right now, but gotta text David back in like 4 months and just check in. Like, I've been suntanning a lot, so like...
Hey, David, I got this weird mole on my back. Could you just call me a stupid bitch and let me know real quick if it's cancerous?
Of course, this only takes place in America, because in Britain, where this actual story is, healthcare is free. So you could just go to the doctor and get it checked out.
And avoid all of that, yeah.
Only in America would you
need... That's a really good point you make. This actually is in America. The dude's just extremely offensive.
I don't think I've told this story in the podcast. I don't know if I've ever told you guys this story.
Josh is about to come out as a nice guy.
Oh no.
This is, in my mind, what happens when like a nice guy gets into a relationship. I was in college, okay, and it was during finals. It was my senior year, and I was a biochemistry major, so I spent almost all of my time in the science center.
Ooh.
And
I'm a nerd, guys. Hey, if you didn't know already, I'm a fucking dweeb.
I didn't say that I passed.
But you did.
I majored in general science. I had to drop out of biochem. No, I'm smart. And
Ouch, because that's what fucking happened to me, so thanks.
huh?
I was a biochem major and fucked up. So
You didn't go to general science though.
I went to biological science, so
No, it's not the same.
eh,
Well, at least general science. Anyway, off track. So we were in the science center, me and my friend, and we were working on a project, right? And we're in this computer lab, and typically people talk. It's a collaborative spot, and like people play music. It's probably a room about this size, but with like 20 computers in it, and we're talking about our projects, and there was two people in there we had never seen before. It was during finals, so they must have been some other majors, and the library was full. And so it was two guys. There's a guy and a girl. I'd never seen them before, and like being at a small college, you know everybody in your classes. I was like, that's weird, whatever. And I said to my friend Brian, I was like, hey man, like what do you got going on this week? He's like, oh, I've got a final Thursday or something, and then I got this big paper due Friday. I was like, oh man, that fucking sucks. And this dude turns around. He's sitting on like behind me, facing away from each other. He turns around and goes, excuse me, you need to watch your language in front of my girlfriend. She does not need to hear that language. And I was just like, all
You're
right,
in
man.
college.
And I look over, and she's just reading a novel. Maybe it was for a class, but you don't need to be in a fucking computer lab to read a novel. And he was like on YouTube or something on his computer listening. So like he was just there to like assist her read a novel. I don't know. But I was just like, okay. So we just go back to talking, but trying to watch our language, because I was just like, that's fucking weird. And then he just randomly turns around. He's like, yeah, and you guys should probably stop talking because we're trying to do work over here. And I was just like, hey, man, if she has a problem, she can say something. But this is a collaborative space here. This isn't a quiet zone. You should probably go to the library. And he's like,
damn, Josh. Stick up for yourself, son.
and he's like, well, maybe we should go get a professor then and see what they say. And I was like,
okay.
whatever, I don't want to fucking deal with this. So we just went out into the right outside, and there's a big whiteboard, and we just started doing our work there. And I was just like, what an insane, like, you need to be quiet because you're pissing off my girlfriend. And it's like, what? Let her say that. Like,
Leave.
I feel like that's what happens when a nice guy.
See, you are the nice guy here, because if he would have been like, watch your language around me, I'd have been like, you can fuck right off because I was here first. So
Yeah, I mean,
fuck off.
I definitely wasn't that. He might have been there first, but again, it was a collaborative. It's like if someone came into my yard. Like, this is the science center. This is like, they weren't science
This is my
majors.
turf, bro.
Yeah, it's like you can't come in here and tell us what to do.
Titrate right now, dude. Titrate right now.
Do a baseline
Fucking
titration,
pussy.
huh? Use phenolphthalein, huh? Tell me what that does.
It's the only science thing Christian could think of.
Oh, yeah. I had no idea what I was saying.
Well, that's fine because I can't use phenolphthalein because that's in my range where I'm kind of colorblind, so it's fine.
That's so embarrassing. Wow, you can't even science right.
Christian, if I give you 5 minutes, do you think you could level a balance?
Oh, for sure.
We had to do that on one of our exams. Not important.
Now, are we talking about a balance like a scale?
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
balancing a, like a
Like you have
molecular?
like you've got like a 2 pound weight on this side, and you have to add up weights to get the 2 pounds on
Yeah.
this side. No, of course not.
Huh.
You fucking idiot.
Guys, I only did applied sciences. Stop this.
All
I
right.
dropped out of biochemistry and did applied sciences.
You ready to move on?
Oh yeah, yeah. This is I haven't told that to you guys, have I?
I don't
No,
think so.
I don't think I've ever heard it.
What a piece of shit. If
I
you're
just
listening
remember-
to our podcast, fuck you.
I just remember the next morning, like going into class and being like, I was still thinking about it. It just consumed me, and I was like, was I a dick? Like, what's going on? And I told it to 2 of the girls that I was friends with, and they were both like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
I think my biggest problem is that You're in fucking college. Don't be a fucking baby. Like,
You're all
please don't
adults.
Swear.
Even that, and just the fact that she was reading a fucking novel drove me up a wall. I'm like, you don't need to be here.
Oh, I also have a coworker that when he first started was like, "Can you guys not cuss around me? I
Oh.
don't like it." And I was
Tell
like,
him he's a
"You
fucking
can-"
baby too.
Like, "Oh, you fucking baby! You don't like cussing. Oh, you're so small."
He probably jerked off. If you actually said that to him, he probably jerked off.
I
to
didn't,
it
but I
later.
just kind of gave him a look like, "Grow the fuck up."
Okay.
And then I continue to cuss, especially when I'm around him.
This is one
Make a point of
last
it,
little
petty.
tangent. This is when we were in high school and we went out to go eat at a restaurant. And it's like eight or nine football guys at a table.
Ugh, the
You
I
worst.
actually heard this story. Erica, go on.
You tell this every story, Josh.
Not all men though, right?
Get out of high school football, you fucking loser. You've been graduated for 9 years.
We get it. You peaked in high school.
We get it. You sometimes played varsity. Jesus. But we were just at like a table eating pizza, and it was just us and an old couple. And they were in there before us, and they go to leave, and the old lady comes up, and she's just like, "I just want to say, for being a group of young boys, you guys didn't swear at all, and I really appreciate that." And she left, and we were just like,
Get out of here, you
"This
bitch.
fucking bitch can't hear." A bunch of fucking 18-year-old boys. Of course we were cussing up a fucking
You
storm.
old fucking hag.
Oh.
Scram.
All right, ready to move on?
Yeah.
Actually, Josh, can you just
One other
give us
sidetrack
more
story?
just stories from high school football?
This one's from today. I fucked up.
There's one time someone threw a football from like 40 yards away and hit someone in the nuts, and it's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
All right, that was actually
It actually bounced off the ground and then up into their nuts. It was fucking insane.
that's actually really funny.
Today I fucked up. You're not going to interrupt me this time? Okay.
Don't do it, Christian.
I know you want to so bad.
I wouldn't dare.
Today I
I
fucked
said
up.
I wouldn't dare.
Today I fucked up by whispering sweet nothings into my wife's ears. You want me to say that one more time? Or are you going to interrupt again?
All right, Eric, we're turning our mics off. Erica's carrying this episode.
I already have been, but what's new? So my partner is Persian. And as such, I've been slowly learning Farsi to talk.
Meowth. Continue.
Pokemon jokes.
Parsi, is that Persian language?
Farsi.
What's that?
It's a language.
Yeah.
Okay.
To talk to her in her native tongue.
Nice.
Well, tonight we were starting to get down to some snuggling, and as I was caressing her, I figured it was time for some sexy talk. And I started with a few sweet sayings. Now, I usually opt for English, and since she didn't know I had started learning Farsi, I wanted to surprise her tonight by seducing her in her tongue, as it were. I started off with classics like Dusit Duram,
That's fucking hot.
which means I love you.
Okay.
And I'm probably way mispronouncing these. Atashi Dalam, fire of my heart,
Okay.
which she was surprised by and seemed really excited by. Then disaster happened when I stumbled into a mistake or two by whispering in my most velvety voice, which according to my wife means my poo. I think she pulled a muscle by laughing so hard. She hasn't stopped laughing yet, and I don't think she'll stop. But I now have a new favorite, which is, oh God, this is a hard one. Gigaretto Bukhoram, which translates to I will eat your liver, but it's actually more similar to I love you.
Huh.
Yeah.
Jinx.
I guess, I mean, that's similar to like maybe someone in English saying like, eat my heart out. But like,
Maybe.
because that's like a saying or a phrase that sounds similar to like, this is literally in the movie Wayne's World.
Which one?
The first one, he learns Cambodian or Cantonese. He learns Cantonese for Cassandra. I can't find it in the script, but he learns Cantonese and then he like says something stupid in Cantonese, but then he has a full dialogue where he speaks in proper Cantonese. This guy sounds like a real Jake Gyllenhaal type. Because he is a Prince of Persia, if you know what I'm saying.
Oof. So I just thought I'd follow up that real shitty one from the Nice Guys with a really
sweet.
cute,
loving
relationship where this
Simp,
man is going
yeah.
above and beyond. Did you say simp?
No, I was going to say simple.
Oh.
I did
He
say
isn't-
I technically did say simp, but it was
I
not
was gonna
intentional.
fight you.
He's an absolute simp.
Go fuck both of yourselves.
I think the weirdest part is that he forgot to leave in out. He forgot to put in there. I'm half drunk, guys. I can see it on the camera. Look how red my cheeks are. I'm a little drunk. He meant to ask his fiance or wife or girlfriend if he could poop on her, and he just couldn't get the sentence out.
Yeah.
Sure. And
He
then
meant to
he's
say
just
my
like,
poo. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just
like my poo, and then he was doing this.
like on your chest.
Yeah. And then she didn't catch that. She only heard the my poo part and started laughing. And he's just like, ooh, gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
It's that that could be.
I definitely didn't mean to say only my poo.
That could be. You boys want one more, or should we take a break?
It's up to you, Richard. What do we got in the back half? How thick of a sode we got?
I can make it as thick as you want.
That's awkward.
Chode of a sode.
Chode of a sode. Erica bringing
that one.
Erica bringing the epichode to the table.
Boo.
Epichode 44.
Nope. It was only funny when Christian said it.
I would agree with that.
That makes sense.
It's up to you guys. You want to take? I mean, I could probably use a break.
Yeah, let's go for a briggity break.
Carrying the show this whole time is really just putting some stress on my shoulders. So
Pretty tired.
Yeah.
I
Why
get
don't
it.
we make like Nirvana and break me? Bye.
Bye.
boo. Judy boy.
Judah make an appearance in the pod.
An appearance on the last pod.
And welcome back to this pod. Judah, you want to get on this hot mic, buddy? Of course, official mascot of the pod, Judah. You guys, a little button frame. If you're audio listening, you're missing out on my dog's butt. It's very cute.
Sweet Judy boy.
You little freak nasty bestiality boy.
What? I
Can't
said
call you-
cute, not hot.
Oh.
What do you? If there's like a 11-year-old kid, you're like, oh, they're cute. You wouldn't call them sexy.
I would never
That's
say
weird.
anything like that.
I'm
about
not
it.
fucking Matt Gates.
I would never say anything like that about a child. You fucking freakazoid.
Oh, so you're saying that Luis's nephew isn't
That's
fucking
adorable.
cute? Okay, yeah, he's pretty adorable. That's an apt description. Guys, look, we're going into a circle, Jurdge.
Yes.
We're gonna do a little bit of a headline. This headline was just too. It's on. I found it on Not the Onion, which is a subreddit.
So is that like actual news then?
Yes.
Okay.
It's headlines that you would think would be an Onion article or like
Okay.
a satirical headline, but they
I've
actually
been
happen.
seeing a lot from that subreddit, and I'm like, wait, is this a real story?
All right, you guys ready? This is, of course, from Florida, the great state.
Of course it is.
The Gates State. Florida mom shows up to daughter's school wearing boxing glove, fights child, gets arrested.
Okay. No, this little.
That
this
does
little
sound
shit
like
had it
an
coming.
Onion article for sure.
Yeah.
That little
Well-
son of a bitch had it coming.
And look, not only does the article headline sound like it's an Onion article, but once you find out why she had a boxing glove on,
She can't hurt her delicate fingers.
Well, no, it's less of a crime, isn't it?
She just got her nails done. She don't want to break a nail.
well, there's a crime. The crime that she's being charged with, not to spoil too much, is like using or bringing a weapon and using it. But in the little blurb, it says here, Edith Riddle, 34, arrived at the school wearing a boxing glove, telling school officials it was super glued to her wrist and she couldn't remove it. So she didn't mean to bring it. It just got super glued to her wrist. So Edith Riddle was arrested by Duval, baby. So that's where Chucking Bombs and Fucking Moms is from.
Hell yeah.
Jacksonville Jaguars Gardner Minshew and himself. Arrested by Duval School Board Police on Thursday. She was charged with child abuse after a fight with another student on the campus of DuPont Middle School. So
Had it coming.
I'm not going to read.
Probably.
I'm not going to read the whole thing, but effectively, this is what happened. She was at the school because her daughter was being reprimanded by the principal because she was getting into arguments with another student. So the mom was there with her daughter, in the principal's office. They go to leave. She comes back with a boxing glove on.
Glued to her hand.
Or maybe she had it on at this point. I'm not sure. I couldn't find the details.
She's in the principal's office with a boxing glove glued to her hand.
I can't get it off. Like, all I know is I came here prepared in case something happens. In case it comes to fisticuffs. And she can only throw a right hook because she didn't bring two. She's not insane.
Right. How's she supposed to open the car door?
How's she supposed to record it for World Star while she's doing it?
Yeah, well, that's like
fair.
The vision I saw in my head was just a single boxing glove. Too.
Yeah,
like,
big red one with like duct tape on it because it's been used for some reason.
So many times. It's hit so many children.
So she and her daughter go to leave. Or no, she went to go leave. I guess the daughter was staying there. Her daughter starts to get into a fight in the cafeteria with another girl. Mom comes in, haymaker from the top rope, starts beating up, like joins in to beat up the middle schooler. I think it was like 6th or 7th grade. So like, 11, 12-year-old. Mm-hmm. They broke up the fight. She got arrested. The mother of the other student is suing her for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
No, that doesn't. She had a boxing glove on. That doesn't count.
Now,
she attacked a child on school grounds where
softly.
children are supposed to be
Softly.
safe.
It was fair game.
Of course, boxing gloves are meant to protect your own knuckles, not other people's faces. Now, if you had to take a guess, who wins that fight? A 34-year-old woman or an 11-year-old girl?
I really hope it's the 11-year-old girl.
I'm rooting for an underdog story here.
So the mom.
So the girl got taken to the hospital, the little girl. She suffered minor abrasions and cuts. The mom had a bruised, black eye, and I think she had a sprained wrist or something. She got the shit kicked out.
She fucked her out.
And it was a 2-on-1. Her daughter was also in the riffraff there, in the scrub.
I'm glad she jumped in then. It sounds like this little girl was a fucking brawler.
It was Muhammad Ali's daughter. Or I guess Muhammad Ali's granddaughter.
Okay, all right. I'm going to play devil's advocate here.
What if she was talking mad shit?
What would you do, though? You see your child getting attacked in the cafeteria. You're there.
You already have a boxing glove glued to your
You're
hand.
already prepared to fucking throw down. What do you do?
It's almost like a sign from God.
Maybe.
Like, you didn't mean to super glue a boxing glove on your hand,
Right.
but there was a
Got
sign
drunk.
that's like,
it is what it is.
I gotta use it.
Maybe that was an April Fool's prank by the daughter, and now she's like, are you fucking kidding me? And then she just goes into like swing that arm in between them to just like
Just fucking close.
and then accidentally clocks her, and the girl's like, what the fuck? And pops her one, pop, pop.
But your story does fail to recognize that the mom lost the fight somehow.
Well, yeah, if a fucking 12-year-old pops me in the pop, pop, I'm gonna be like, all right, okay, sorry.
See, that's the only proper way to. If you're gonna fight a child, you can't block.
You know that school.
You have
So
to,
fair.
You have to level the playing field.
You know that school has security cameras. Like, I want to see the footage of this fight.
It's gotta be.
I think because
Was
it's
it taken out of
minors.
context?
Oh,
I think
or was
because
she
it's
truly...
minors involved, you're never gonna see that footage.
They
but
can spend 5 weeks blurring all the faces if you'd like.
I tried to.
Of what's it called? Of
Accountability angel. Oh, a FOIA?
FOIA. I was gonna say a FIO, but a FOIA.
A Freedom of Information Act
Can you
request?
do that on schools?
Can you do that
Yes.
out of state into a case that you're not invested
I think
in?
so.
Um,
Yeah, FOIA is a national law. I think. I could be talking out of my ass.
I tried to look up other articles because this was posted the day it happened, so it wasn't very good. Or it didn't have a lot of the details. It's now been like 2 weeks. I tried to look up other articles to get more backstory on it, but I think because it's got minors, it's, less information. It seems like, I hate to burst your bubble here. It seems like the mom and the daughter were like the ones primarily antagonizing.
Oh,
like,
I
they were-
definitely believe that.
Her daughter was bullying another student. That student alerted the principal, therefore resulting in the mom being called in. And she was supposed to reprimand her daughter, but instead fucking...
This is
Fought another
slanderous.
child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys are fibbing.
Well, you see, we hear this a lot with, like, my dad could beat up your dad, but, like, maybe she's a single mom, and it's like, my mom could beat you with one hand behind your back. That's why she only brought the one boxing glove. And then she didn't beat her. So, well, she tried to, but...
How embarrassing to lose a fight to a 12-year-old.
If you're gonna fight a 12-year-old, you gotta win.
You gotta win.
Like, go all
Yeah.
out, just this once. You can't lose, because
But I feel like it is a lose-lose situation. Like, A, you're fighting a 12-year-old, you're a piece of shit. And also, if you win against that 12-year-old,
It's a hollow victory.
that's not good.
Yeah. That's like,
But then if you lose, it's even worse. Like,
Yeah.
how fucking embarrassing.
Losing is definitely the worst option. I think the only way to really make it out is just an utter devastation of this 12-year-old. Just fucking send him to the grave.
Just murder her?
Yeah.
this is the equivalent of like those videos where like a really good soccer juggler will like go up and try to like trick people out on the street and they'll embarrass them. And then someone like a fat person just walks up and just like steals the ball from them.
Yeah.
This is the equivalent where it's like, if you're going to do it, man,
Are
you
you
got to
saying
win
that-
the battles you're supposed to win.
Are you saying that fat people can't be athletic?
Well, no, but that's just what all those videos are. Look at me. I played high school football. I'm fat.
Joshua, you're beautiful just the way you are.
I didn't say
Indeed.
I wasn't beautiful, fat phobic. Ha! Back on ya.
Fucking got you, you dumb idiot.
Where's the end? Where's the end button?
We don't have one.
Oh no.
Of course, little known fact, all of our podcasts are recorded. This was recorded 9 months ago. We just roll. We just go. We do a costume change. We just continually drink more and more alcohol.
That's the way it goes, man. That's the only reason I'm feeling it right now.
Yeah, you're 9 months deep on a binge.
Just a quick 9-month binge.
All right, that concludes our circle, Jurdge. Wasn't necessarily around our circle, but we did.
There's Jurgen.
There's Jurgen. So fucking funny.
You ready for another asshole?
In what context?
Petty revenge?
Sure.
All right. We've done petty revenge before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Wait,
I think so.
subreddit?
Yeah.
No, we've done malicious compliance,
Ooh.
Oh.
which is literally like the
pretty much the
synonym.
same thing. Yeah.
So this gets a
Hold on. Petty revenge doesn't have to be malicious compliance.
okay.
They're similar,
Fucking
but
word
they're
police.
not. They're not synonyms.
Okay, that'd be like saying like tall and big are similar but not synonyms. They're still synonyms, even though they can be used in different contexts.
Agreed. Got you again, you big dumb idiot. All right. r/petty revenge, new subreddit.
Whoop.
Oh, you'll be okay.
You guys are just breaking me down.
Do better, okay? Do better.
Do better.
I'm trying.
This is on you, not us. I think.
Honestly, it's my fault. I'm so dumb. I'm
Yeah.
just a dumb, stupid idiot.
Hey,
guys.
Christian. You want to use our Netflix? No worries.
Oh, it sounds like there's gonna be some worries.
I absolutely despise my in-laws.
Okay.
They're money-grabbing monsters.
Okay.
Long story short, they nearly made my wife, children, and I homeless a few years ago because of their own greed and see no issue with it. Anyway, I come home after work and wife has had a rubbish day. So I order takeaway and we settle for a night of binge watching TV. Then I see it. My in-laws have profiles on our Netflix.
Oh, fuck that.
It's a step too far.
I don't even mention it, but I'm fuming. Those thieving little shits can't even cough up a few pound a month for Netflix. I talk to my friend about it. He laughs. I rage more. So I set their profiles and kids' profiles. Oh, sorry. I set their profiles as kids' profiles, and they can't watch anything with a higher rating than you. Must be
I
like
think it's-
universal. I don't know. Basically a G rating.
Yeah, probably.
To America.
Maybe PG at the harshest.
I also set a password on our profile so they can't go into settings to change it. I'm loving it. Swaggering around, thinking I'm a champ, showing off my pettiness to the guys at work, telling everyone and anyone who would listen. They've asked my wife about it. She changes it back and I give it the whole, my goodness, how on earth has that happened? Must be a system error or something.
This person sucks.
Then I change it back again. What a hero I am. I tell everyone a second time how I've effectively ruined their lives now that their viewing options are Paw Patrol and Naughty. Turns out they've been sending my wife the money for Netflix for some time now.
That's awesome. That's amazing.
I've since changed the viewing
What a
settings
hero.
back to standard.
Real quick, you were corrected as universal. Ages 4 and up is the rating.
Look at you, Ricky.
Fucking big brain on Rick.
This is why. Look, maybe it's because I pay for literally 0 streaming services, but this upsets me. because the whole point of those things is to fucking share them with everybody.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it is your parents like saving the money, but also it's like, do you want Netflix to get an extra $14 a month or whatever 9 made up pound currencies they have?
I'm real worried when streaming services like start to crack down on this and it stops being just like the socialist dream of just like one friend gives out their Netflix to, I don't know, 20 people.
Like, comrade, you have Netflix password for me.
I'm going to be real upset when they start to crack down on that. Cause
Well, will they though? Because like I feel like their answer to it has been like splitting into like Paramount Plus, Disney Plus, instead of like all going onto one. It's like we're gonna get the money out of like we're gonna get our money regardless.
yeah, I guess.
Because now it's like one person has to subscribe to like $80 worth of shit, even if they share it with 8 people. They're still getting their $10.
Well, it sounds like Netflix is trying to like crack down
Yeah.
into it, where it's like no, it can only have like one account per household is what
Yeah.
they're trying. Like even if you're in college and it's like I use my parents, like nope, that doesn't count. You're not part of the family.
Well, we use all of us are on a Spotify family plan.
Spotify's gonna listen to this and fucking cut us off.
Hosted, of course, sponsored by Anchor FM. If you want to start your own podcast, a subsidiary of Spotify. But yeah, like fuck that shit, because like Spotify makes you type in your home address is like where do you use it, and it's supposed to be like if you're too far away from each other, it's like you can't use it. But
And every once in a while, I want to like re-enter, just like let's make sure you didn't lie about it.
And then I have to remember your address.
It's
Maybe
like
enter it in one more time.
presenting a fake ID and they ask you your star sign and you're like, oh, which is it? Is it my real one, or am I Pisces, or am I a Capricorn?
Cancer.
No, what's yours?
I'm a Pisces.
Or
dude.
what's the
Aquarius?
one that Aquarius? Wait, they're both fish things? Is it Aquarius a fisherman?
Water-based. Aquarius is the guy with the pot and the water jug.
Oh.
Okay, so the number one comment on this
Mm-hmm.
What a hero.
says, it's hilarious how this turned out, but now the question has to be asked. Will you now start shelling out the few quid a month for your family's Netflix account instead of relying on them financing it? Or has this softened your stance on your in-laws? OP replies, I'm taking their money, using it, and still despising them.
Petty. He is petty. He posted in the right subreddit.
Just like men hating their wives is like a common trope for like older people, men hating their in-laws is also like, why is that such a universal thing?
I don't know.
Why do so many people hate their in-laws?
I joke about it with your mom, but like she started it.
By being so shitty.
Yeah, by just being an utter just fucking turd of a human.
If anyone has the right to complain, like you two both, because you guys both have such large families that you're constantly doing shit. Like I would be the one there to be like, this ain't gonna work out. I got too many cousins and uncles and laws. There's too much shit. I don't want to go to 13 Christmases this year.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that stuff's kind of behind us. Back in the day when it would be like 6 Christmases in the span of like a day and a half.
Fuck that.
It's not even fun. You can't even like hang out. You do like a round of saying hi to everybody and then you're driving to the next one.
I mean, I like spending time with all of our family members.
Erica, just admit that you hate your in-laws.
No, that's my favorite part.
You're the worst part of the relationship. She's in it for the in-laws.
You're honestly the worst one in your family.
Marsha Glenn.
My worst in-law is Christian in-law. My husband-in-law.
I just love you guys so much.
Simp.
I simp for your parents. I actually don't know what simping means. Was that like inappropriate?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
Simping is just being nice to somebody on the internet.
Oh, well, I really like Marsha and Glenn. They're the best. And I'm not just saying that because I'm being recorded.
On a hot mic.
Yeah. You can cut this if you want, but they're great people.
Because you regret it.
No.
She definitely regrets
Actually, I don't want them to think how highly I think of them.
Tell them actually
Cut
I
it.
fucking hate them.
Cut it from the podcast.
All right. Are you ready for this fucking drama?
Extending the chode. What do we got?
It's an Am I the Asshole? Classic.
Really is just a great basin for all of our...
I'm not going to tell you the title.
Oh.
Wow. It's been a while.
I feel like, look, I know we've taken some heat in the past, and by we, I mean Erica, and by taking heat, it's from me. The best way to read "Am I the Assholes" is by rescinding the title. And I wish people would write it as if you could like have that as an option.
Yeah.
I hate when they put like. It's so fun to just read it as like, where is this fucking story going?
Yep.
So my life's turned into a bloody soap opera recently, and I could use some outside opinions.
Are you on like UK
I guess.
UK Reddit? Like you only have UK.
I check it by new, but I only check it at 3 a.m.
And Erica, we need you to do an accent.
Oh no.
The pods are gonna need you to do an accent on this one.
I don't think I can.
My life has been a bloody bloodbath. What do they say?
Bloody soap opera.
A bloody soap opera.
Oh god, it's been so long since I've done a British accent.
You don't have to.
I'm gonna be absolutely gutted if you don't do it.
Absolutely gutted.
I, 24 female.
Okay. A little bit of
so
dairy.
bad.
That's a little bit of a dairy. It's okay.
You're good so far.
Error or otherwise.
I'm the product of my mom having an affair. Fortunately, my dad decided to forgive my mom.
Are you Lumpy Space Princess?
You're
Oh my
slowly,
god, my dad.
you're slowly getting closer and closer to it.
You're like going like Valley, but then at the end is putting the inflection of like, my dad.
My dad.
You can just read it.
Okay, cool. Fortunately, my dad decided to forgive my mom and keep me, and I had a pretty good upbringing. But I don't really look a lot like the rest of my family. I'm the only redhead, among other things. And I did ask a question of, why am I the only one with insert trait here?
That's how genetics works.
Mom had an affair.
Huh?
Did you not hear the first part of this story?
Huh?
Honestly,
Product of my mom having an affair.
I think I was lost,
popped out of the British accent and you said dad decided to keep me, I was like, how did we get to here?
That's
What the fuck? What?
All right.
I was in
I'll
the
start
same
over for
spot.
you. I, 24 female, am the product of my mom having an affair.
Okay.
Fortunately, dad decided to forgive mom and
Okay.
keep me, and I had a pretty good upbringing.
Okay.
I'm the only redhead. Okay. Insert traits here. Why? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Are we all on the same page now?
I still think you can justify it away with genetics.
I mean, that is how genetics works.
Punnett square that shit.
When I was 17, my mom took me out for ice cream and introduced me to my biofather. She said that she felt I was old enough to know the truth and explained about her affair while also A, making me promise I wouldn't tell my older sister, 27 female in the present, and B, hammering home along with my biofather that he'd never be a part of my life and didn't want me.
Harsh.
Yeah, you're going to meet this man and he's going to be like,
To what?
I don't want
Just
to be
to
a
like
part of
make
your
him
life.
feel like shit?
Right? Like, oof.
Why does she still have contact with her biological father, or like the person that she cheated with?
Don't know. It was a lot, I won't lie, but I learned to suck it up and move on with my life. Fast forward to the present. My big sister has always gravitated towards older men.
No, come on.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
And 2 months ago shared a picture of herself and her new boyfriend, who, to my shock, turned out to be my biological father.
How old is the OP?
27.
That
24, sorry.
Okay.
the bio data has a type. Staying the mama and the daughter. He
Yeah.
has a type, dude.
The asshole doesn't fall far from the tree.
Okay. I debated what to do for a couple of days, then ultimately decided she needed the truth and told her. My sister did not take it well and dumped him, but she was angry with me. Honestly, by now she's kind of amused, says that she banged my dad, she's my mom, and has extra power. Oh, sorry. Since she banged my dad, she's now my mom and has extra power to boss me around.
Yeah,
That does-
that's really funny.
The math checks out there.
What an
My mom, on the other hand, is furious. She says I divulged something that wasn't my secret to share.
yeah.
And that I had no business telling anyone. You agree with that?
No.
Okay.
I was yang Christian's response.
Okay, I was about to be
Not her
pissed.
secret to share. It's her fucking dad. What do you mean?
Yeah, it's absolutely
So,
her secret.
so I imagine the story started out with like she grew up not knowing that that her mom had an affair, but then
Yeah,
at some
at-
age had
at
asked and had
17.
found out. Oh, at 17. I
yeah,
gotcha.
there was a whole paragraph about that, Josh.
I was still thinking about the accent.
I knew I shouldn't have done it. I knew it.
What?
that since my bio father isn't related to my sister, it didn't matter if he dated my sister, and it wasn't like they were talking marriage anyway. It's been 2 months, and she's still angry, still snide.
Her mom is?
Yeah, calls me a traitor and finds excuses to make loud comments about how I can't be trusted with anything private or important, so beware.
I think she's just upset with herself.
Yeah, she's definitely projecting. But I think it's funny that the mom's just like, it's fine, just let her fuck your dad. Why are you being such a stick in the mud?
Yeah,
We've
like,
all done it.
Like, also,
They're not even getting married. Don't worry about it.
the dude had to have known, and that's pretty fucked.
That's
right?
Yeah.
Like, how does it come down to, like, if you're getting into a relationship with somebody, like, oh, your last name's Stevens? I used to sleep with someone named Stevens.
They live in a big city, Josh.
Where are you from? Oh, Birmingham? Oh, shit. And then, like, maybe a picture with her mom. Like, he had to have known.
No.
Even if you give him, like, the benefit of the doubt, if he didn't know going into it, he had to have found out at some point. Your sister's name is Eloise? That's crazy. I had an affair with someone with the last name Stevens, and we named the kid Eloise, but I got kicked out of her life.
That's not something you'd bring up on a date.
No,
I'm saying in a relationship. Is what
Oh.
I'm talking
In a-
about.
Yeah, I guess.
They already established they're just fucking Josh. They're not gonna get married. They're
I
not in
thought-
a relationship.
Yeah.
Maybe they were in a relationship.
Yes.
But they weren't gonna get married. They're just fucking. It wasn't anything serious.
He was just going to get her pregnant and leave, as
Pretty
he
wild,
does.
huh?
How wild would that be? What would that be? It'd be your niece sister?
Your step-niece sister.
That'd be cool.
Because it'd be your stepmom having a
Who's also
half.
your sister.
half. Yeah, so
It'd be
a
your half
stepmom
stepmom sister.
niece. Yeah.
Niece?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Too complicated.
Are you sure this was in the UK and not
Georgia,
Mississippi,
Alabama, Florida,
Arkansas?
Southern Illinois.
Yeah. Our county.
All right, you want another one?
Yeah, a short one.
All right, yeah, I got
One short Rick. One short Rick.
Got one for you. Am I the asshole for not wearing a bra?
I need more info. I don't want to go either
right.
side of it. Look, free the nipple. There are some instances where, like, you got to be decent.
Sure. So this morning, I went outside to get my phone charger from my car,
Not an asshole.
which is parked on the street.
You can send it there. Good night, folks.
I was still dressed in what I was wearing for bed, a very oversized t-shirt and leggings. No, I was not wearing a bra, and I'm a very busty woman. Well, as soon as I got my charger from a car, a woman walking with her dog and toddler walked past my house, and the woman said angrily, "You're not the only person living here. Put on a bra or at least a jacket. My kid doesn't need to see you jiggling around."
Jiggling around.
And then proceeded to call me gross and inappropriate.
Wow.
So I just kind of stopped like a deer in the headlights and didn't say anything. I ran back into the house and locked the door. When I texted my friend about it, she told me that I needed to be more mindful of others and that she doesn't leave her house for anything unless she is fully dressed, including a bra.
She didn't leave her house. She
Was on her property.
she went and got mail.
Mm-hmm.
This is wild.
She didn't even leave her immediate areola.
That's it, folks. He did it. He did it.
We got to end the pod forever now. It's the ultimate joke.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would like to say that I would have just flashed her on the spot.
Oh, these jiggles? Is
Yeah.
that what you mean?
Yeah, but there was a child around, so
Yeah.
that's obviously not appropriate.
Here's the thing. The child definitely didn't notice.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
absolutely
Also, I
not.
think if it was a dude, the dude would have noticed. I feel like there's times where you're like, can you tell I'm not wearing a bra? I'm like, what? No. I'm dumb. I don't,
That's because I don't have big boobs.
I guess.
When women got big boobs, sometimes you can tell.
I just,
But then also sometimes you can't tell. Like, some shirts are strictly like meant to be worn without a bra.
Yeah.
yeah.
For women with bigger boobs.
Yeah.
There's like the too big that you can absolutely tell, and then there's the too small where you can absolutely tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's that in between where you can absolutely tell. But then there's also those times where you can't fucking tell.
Okay.
You know? So
That-
it's just, in the eye of the boob holder.
That makes
Jesus.
sense. That was a really good joke, actually.
Thank you.
It's that episode of Twilight Zone, but instead of they all look like pigs, they all maybe have bras on.
Or maybe not.
And when at the end, when the big reveal is, they look in the mirror and their face is boobs.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a pretty good episode, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is it just because I'm a dude, so I don't notice that people are or are not wearing bras?
I think it's probably because you've been in a committed relationship for 10 years and you probably aren't looking at
I just don't
women's
look at
boobs.
You're not looking at boobs? Ooh, I've been.
I could have been looking at boobs this whole time.
Why didn't you tell me?
We're boob men.
How
We look at boobs.
you know this about us? We stare at tits.
We stare at tits. It's what we
Look
do.
at those headlights over there. I say it to you all the time.
God.
Look, it sucks that like women are expected to be a certain way in public, like
Especially in your own property.
and there are definitely instances where like what I was saying before, where it's like,
Josh, I'm gonna stop it. Don't
Yeah.
get yourself canceled. Be careful where you're treading here.
but what I was like, when I mean like be decent, I don't mean that as
Canceled.
Cancel
I didn't
Josh.
mean that in a bad way.
Cancel Josh.
I just don't think you should be nude in public. Which, like, if it was like, oh, I'm wearing a crop top and half of my boobs are out, and when I reach up, my tits come out because I wasn't wearing a bra, that would be like the one of the few exceptions where it's like, you should probably be wearing a bra.
That sounds right.
If we could live in a society where like that could happen and like men wouldn't completely sexualize it and like do dumb stuff like that, hell yeah,
But
man.
literally, men can walk around town and
Yeah.
go into stores without a shirt.
Yeah, it's fucked.
Yeah.
Absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
Actually, you can't go in stores. No
Some
shirts, no
stores you
shoes,
can.
no service.
some
But
stores you can.
I do leave my
If
pants
they ain't
off.
got that sign on, it don't be mattering.
If it ain't posted, it ain't a rule, lady.
There you go.
What if you just wear shoes on your hands? I got them.
I'm wearing the shirt as a hat.
We're just anti-maskers now. I got the mask on. It's just not over my mouth.
Wow, now that you frame it like that,
Yeah.
it does make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Why should they be able to tell me how to wear my mask? As long as it's covering my tits, it shouldn't matter.
I am decent, sir. Both of my tits have N95s on them.
That's
What
all I
cup
got for
size
you.
are you? N95.
Boo.
Bzz. We are
Joshua.
linked. All right.
Okay, can we end this?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Okay,
Now that
All right,
I've
bye.
been canceled.
we're just gonna
Don't
outro.
Don't share it with your friends. Like, don't do any of that
Don't
stuff.
like all of
Erica,
our social
tell them
media
where not to
posts.
go.
Don't ever go on Instagram or Twitter or TikTok or YouTube ever again. Just never. Just quit all social media.
And if you do happen to go on there, definitely don't go to.
Avoid what handle?
At Judgies Pod, JUDGIES
Horrible.
Pod.
Don't do it. And
Yeah.
Christian,
Honestly, I would say, like, don't leave us a review. Don't go buy our hats.
Nobody's leaving reviews anyway.
Ouch. It hurts a lot more when you bring up the fact that it's not happening. Don't buy our hats. Don't, like our tweets. Don't like our Instagram posts.
real quick, I posted a fucking banger earlier today, and neither of you fools interacted with it.
I've been shopping all day, so
Bye.
bye.